Fox Valley TV welcomes you into Fox Valley TV welcomes you into Plano High School, where the Plano Lady Reapers will be facing off against the Herscher Lady Tigers. We send it down to the PA announcer from Plano for the starting lineups.
At the other guard position, the 5'9" junior, number 30, Elise Hodgin. At one of the 3-4 positions, the 5'7" senior, number 24, Chelsea Schwartzkopf. At another 4 position, 5'8", sophomore, number 34, Maddie Orr. At the other 4 positions, 6'4" junior, number 50, Nicole Johansson.
Well, starting off for the Herscher Lady Tigers, number 20, Tyra Ahrens, number 24, Chelsea Schwartzkopf, number 30, Elise Hodgkin, number 34, Madison Orr, and number 50, Nicole Johnson. And here come your Plano Lady Reapers starting lineups.
Now the starting lineup for Lady Reapers. At one guard, a senior, number 10, Kiana McGee. At the other guard position, also a senior, number 4, Riley Lou. At one of the 3-4 positions, a junior, number 3, Brady Game. Also look forward to senior, number 11, Ashanti Jones. At the other 4 position, a senior, number 32, Shannon Tears.
And rounding off your Plano Lady Reapers starting lineups, number 3, Brady Gann, number 4, Riley Liu, number 10, Kiana McGee, number 11, Ashanti Jones, and number 32, Shannon Tierney. Plano's ladies basketball team is led by head coach John Chernick, and Herscher Lady Tigers head coach is led by Jennifer Savoy.
Well, we've got 2 great teams and a great I-8 conference matchup here, Herscher Tigers and the Plano Lady Reapers. Fairly young Herscher team taking on a predominantly senior Plano team. We'll see if that, both records for both teams are fairly even. So we'll see if maybe it comes down to who spent more time on the varsity level for playing time.
Absolutely. Right now, kind of looking at a record here from Herscher. Herscher recently finished in 2nd place at the I-8 tourney. So it's Herscher, as we see right here too, kind of towering over the Ashanti Jones as we start to tip off.
So tip didn't go high enough.
Gonna try it one more time. Well, 3rd time's the charm as we get this ball game going. Number 34 now holding onto the ball. That's Madison Orr passing it to Tyra Ahrens. Ahrens bringing the ball down, going into Plano possession now.
Give a little bit of an elbow, got called for that, so it'll be Plano ball.
Kiana McGee bringing the ball into Herscher's court. Bringing the ball around is Brady Gann, handing the ball off to Riley Liu. Liu working her way around the arc, passing the ball to Kiana McGee again. McGee to Gann. Gann to the outside to Ashanti Jones. Ball didn't go high enough and landed in the hands of Tyra Ahrens. Not Tyra Ahrens, pardon me, that was Nicole Johansson.
Well, it looked to me like it was blocked a little bit by Madison Orr, getting up in the air for the little bit of a tip.
Ball now into the hands of 34 to Ahrens. Ball picked up by Schwartzkopf. Back to Ahrens. Ahrens putting it up for 3 points. An early 3-point lead for the Herscher Tigers.
Well, they're one to watch, that's for sure. Around the arc might not be their super specialty, but they've got plenty of talented ladies on that team that can just drain baskets from all over the court.
Absolutely, and we're probably going to see a call here on number 11 from Plano. That was Ashanti Jones. It's her first foul. Team's first. Ball put in, picked up by Schwarzkopf. Schwarzkopf bringing it down. Ball being passed around. Nicole Johansson trying to pick it up. Bounces out into the hands of Schwarzkopf, passing it back to Johansson. Ball goes out on Herscher.
Plano taking it up a little bit slower this time. Maybe they've got a different game plan already.
Very interesting to see as the ball works its way around the arc into the hands of Liu and then McGee. Trying to put it up. Ball falls a little short. That was a shot at Jones.
Tough shot with a little bit pressure, but you got to be able to release that ball a little bit sooner if you want to get around Herscher.
Ball barely kept alive by Liu. It's Gann now. Gann to Tierney. Tierney trying to put it up for three, just shy of the rim again. Plano looking, you know, they're probably thinking they need to get the ball just a little bit higher, a little bit more muster on that ball.
It does seem like, well, the last 3 shots so far have come up short. One of them due to a block, but 2 of them were just kind of air balls.
Well, they'll try to reevaluate their situation as Herscher grabs the rebound, putting it up one more time, can't quite grab that. Ball eventually falls in. That was Chelsea Schwarzkopf of Herscher putting the ball in. Luke now with the ball. Trying to work her way around Johansson. That was McGee to Eshonic Jones. Luke trying to put it up.
The man defense proving too much for Plano.
Arendz rushing down court, and Luke getting in the way.
And that will be a foul on Herscher. So that's going to be their first. Didn't quite catch the player.
Again to Tierney. Tierney to Luke, holding onto the ball now. That was Jones trying to put the ball up. That was Tierney, couldn't quite make it in.
That last foul was on Tyra Aherns from Herscher.
Holding onto the ball, that's Schwarzkopf. Schwarzkopf to Hodgin. Back to Schwarzkopf, picking up the screen by McGee. Luke bringing it back for Plano, working her way across court into Herscher territory. Ball now into the hands of Tierney. Tierney trying to put it up for 2. Bounces off the rim, rebounded by Johansson from Herscher. Trying to swipe the ball away, that was Tierney. Schwarzkopf with the ball now. Over to Orr. Bounce pass stolen away by Riley Luke. With a turnaround, passing it over to McGee. Traveling call now on McGee. Took a step too fast.
Well, was trying to get, I guess, a head start trying to get around the Herscher defense, which has been a formidable foe for Plano. And just stepped before she dribbled.
Can't be doing that too much tonight as Ahrens takes the ball down into Plano court, holding onto the ball. That's Ashley Hodgin. Hodgin to Orr, trying to put that ball up. That was number 20, Tyra Ahrens. Working her way around Plano defense. Hodgin does not put that ball in. Plano comes away with the ball, trying to put that ball up. Gets pushed out of the way. That was Kiana McGee.
So it'll be a foul on Herscher. Number 24, Chelsea Schwarzkopf, picks up her first, team's second.
McGee from the line, making her first shot, putting Plano on the board. 5-1, Herscher in the lead. 3.5 minutes remaining here in the first period. That's a bit of a morale booster for Plano, seeing one good shot. Might rally the team a little bit early on in the game. Second shot falls just shy. We're going to get a third shot, though. Nicole Johansson kind of jumping the gun.
An opportunity to get even more on the board for Plano.
And that one was nothing but net for Kiana McGee.
So 3-point game.
Sub coming in for Plano, number 24, Dimitri Phylaktos.
That full court press, putting Herscher in a little bit of trouble.
Ball going over to number 22, that's Haley Outsen. Outsen losing control of the ball, putting it over to Madison Orr. Ball gets put up by Johansson. Riley Luke with the ball. From the three-point line, that was Phylaktos. She couldn't make it. Ball gets rebounded by Johansson, put over to Madison Orr. Orr trying to fight through defense. It's going to be called jump ball now.
With that jump, it'll stay Herscher ball. No, that'll be Plano ball, I'm sorry.
Putting the ball in play. Riley Luke holding onto the ball now, trying to find a way around Haley Outsen. Puts the ball over to Ashanik Jones. She makes the three-point shot, putting Plano on the board again. Three-pointer. Herscher 7, Plano 5. Ball goes right over the hands of Riley Luke. Outsen with the ball, across the court to Sabatas, losing the ball. Ball foul out and Madison Orr of Herscher. However, Plano was the last to touch the ball, as we now see Herscher with possession again.
Plano doing a great job of keeping Herscher out of the lane with so far 3 steals.
Johansson putting the ball over to Outsen. Outsen couldn't make that three-pointer. Barely keeping the ball alive. That was Dimitri Phylaktos. She couldn't make the two-pointer. Outsen again with the ball, kind of at the tail of the pack. Luke got a hand on that ball, but I believe that'll be a call on her.
Also got a little bit of the arm. That reach-in is dangerous. So she'll pick up her first, Plano second.
And coming in for Plano, that's number 10, Kiana McGee again. Ball put in now. Outsen putting the ball across. Schwarzkopf with the ball. Back to Sabatas. Sabatas trying to put it up for 3. Can't quite do it. Bounces off the rim. Scramble for the ball now. Coming away with it eventually is Tyra Ahrens. Over to Outsen. Outsen to Sabatas. Sabatas trying to fight off Sarah Roberts of Plano. That's not Sarah Roberts, pardon me. That's Shannon Tierney. Bringing the ball back for Plano. That's Riley Luke. Over to Tierney. Tierney for 3. Bounces off the rim. Rebounded by Herscher. Ahrens with the ball, bringing it down court. Brought it into the paint before realizing that there's too much Plano defense there, putting the ball out to the arc, and the ball eventually finds its way into the hands of Katie Sabatas. Over to Johansson. Johansson can't put that one up. Herscher eventually coming away with the rebound. Ahrens puts up for 2 points, and it drains in.
Well, Herscher with a pretty good pull away now. They've had a few defensive stops that have really put them in a good position. Thanks to offensive rebounds, this game hasn't been too much of a runaway, but you know, expect Herscher to be definitely leading this quarter.
We've definitely seen a number of rebounds from both teams. Herscher's been able to do a number with it as Riley Luke tries to put the ball up. Again, falls too short, blocked by Herscher. 45 seconds remain here in the first period. Tigers have a 4-point lead over the Reapers, 9-5. Sabatas putting the ball in to Ahrens. Taking her time, puts the ball over the arc.
Almost with the tip in. I think that's what that was, Johansson.
Johansson tried to get it up in there, couldn't quite make anything of that.
Just about made a Sports Center worthy play.
Johansson now with the ball, trying to make up for that lost shot. That ball goes right to Raven Russell. Unintentional pass, I'd say. Raven Russell now bringing the ball down court. Works her way into the paint. Runs right into Herscher defense. Tyra Ahrens coming away with the ball. McGee there from Plano to get that turnaround. Last person to have their hands on the ball, that was from Herscher, I believe. That was Sabatas. So Plano's in possession again. 17.7 seconds remaining in this first. Kiana McGee with the ball now. Putting the ball to Phylactos. Back to McGee. Back to Phylactos again. Phylactos trying to put it up for three. Ref has a call.
Ooh, 3 seconds in the lane on, I believe he had a conversation with McGee of Plano.
Ahrens working her way with the ball. 4 seconds, 3, 2. Ball gets put up. And it drains in for an amazing final shot.
It's a great day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Too bad your boat's going to sink at 11:05.
Score at the end of the first period. The Herscher Lady Tigers 12 and the Plano Reapers 5. Keep it here on Fox Valley TV.
Don't come closer. I have rabies. Don't you wish there were warnings to protect you from life's risks? With diabetes, there is one. It's called A1C, a simple blood test that helps measure your risk of serious complications. Learn more at diabetesaA1c.org.
Listen, I know you're upset, but it was just one date. And dating's like the stock market. There's ups and downs and ups. So always buy low.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Welcome back to Fox Valley TV. Your current score at the end of the first period, the Herscher Lady Tigers 12, the Plano Lady Reapers 5, and we've seen a pretty impressive shot at the end of the first period by Katie Sabatas of Herscher. What do you think about that?
Well, it was a good three, obviously, desperation, but she had that on target. I mean, if you're gonna watch for someone for the rest of the game, watch out for Katie Sabatas around the three-point line.
Absolutely, and another player to look out for, she's from Plano, Kiana McGee. She's been making she's made at least one three-pointer tonight, and she has a couple turnarounds of the ball too, so she's a great offensive and defensive player for Plano.
And she's got a steal as well. Plano's defense, though, could use a little bit of work. It's struggling on the rebounding sector when it comes to the speed of Tyra Ahrens and Nicole Johansson. Just unstoppable rebounders.
There's Ahrens trying to put the ball up for two. Can't make it. Coming away with the ball with the rebound. It's Ashanti Jones. Over to McGee. McGee to Riley Luke. Trying to put the ball up for the three. Drains that. Answers Herscher's call from the last period. That was Brady Gann. Ahrens with the ball. Just a little bit too high for Haley Outson to grab. Sometimes when you're passing the ball, your player looks taller in your head, but sometimes either they just can't make that jump or they're inconvenienced at that point. She just couldn't make that catch. McGee has the ball now. Passes it to Gann. Luke on the outside arc trying to find her lane, can't do that. Holding back onto the ball is Gann. Ref calls out Gann for traveling.
Small little Euro step in there, just didn't get both feet planted at the same time. It's a great move to get around defenders, but it's a hard move to pull off.
Tyra Ahrens with the ball. Managing a great pass, getting that ball over to Outsen. Coming away with the ball, that was Johansson to Orr. Hodgen now with the ball, passing it to Orr. Orr's trying to get the ball, juggling with the ball now. That was number 30 getting it in, Elise Hodgen. 2 points on the board again for Herscher, 14-8. Herscher over Plano. McGee getting the ball to Gann. Gann to Jones.
Once again, the rebound by Nicole Johansson.
Working away with the ball, that's Elise Hodgen. Putting that ball up for three. Ahrens couldn't do that. Ahrens coming away with the rebound, couldn't make that two-pointer. Trying to struggle to make that 2 points, eventually making it able to sink the bucket. That was Madison Orr, 16-8.
Again, the offensive rebounds coming in as a key factor for Herscher holding this lead against Plano.
I thought Plano was able to keep the ball in there, but ref had a call there. Ahrens with the ball now, being screened by Brady Gann. Orr now back to Ahrens. Ahrens putting it up, bounces out of the rim. Picked up by Shannon Tierney of Plano, coming down lane, a little bit of speed. Luke with the ball. Luke trying to put that one up for three, drains that one. The Lady Reapers now, 11. Coming away with the ball, that's Brady Gann. We'll see a blocking call on, I believe, Elise Hodgen of Herscher.
Got a little bit of arm going up there, wouldn't be surprised. And yes, that'll be on Hodgen. So her first, Tigers third.
Making her first shot, that's Brady Gann. Herscher Lady Tigers 16 over the Plano Lady Reapers 12. 5 minutes, 21 seconds remain here in the second period. Gann makes her second shot. A swisher if that.
Plano's a team, and we saw from the guys earlier in the season as well as the girls from previous games that well, free throws are their kind of go-to, their specialty.
Most teams take free throws for granted, but we've seen that Plano, both boy and girl teams, have been able to sink them with ease, if I could say that.
Seems to be an overall program, key point is fundamentals, one of those being free throws.
Luke with the ball, working her way around Outsen. Luke with the ball now, trying to put that one up for three. Bounces just a little off the backboard. That'll be a call against Herscher. Number 34. Yep, that was a call on Madison Orr.
That'll be her first, Herscher's fourth.
Shannon Tierney putting that ball up, again proving Plano can make a couple of free throws.
Just brought this lead to within two. Plano, a little bit of a comeback to put themselves back in this game.
Plano getting their offensive strategy. However, ball's gonna go out on Plano.
So we've seen the full court press come and go for Plano. As wasn't really bothering Herscher much, but it did seem to give him a little bit of a struggle.
Ball in and out of the rim for Herscher. Wrestling with the ball now. That's Gann and Orr. Gonna be called Plano ball, or foul on Herscher, pardon me. Well, it wasn't a foul on Herscher either, but Outsen eventually made that shot for 2 points. answering Outson's three-pointer. That was Shannon Tierney of Plano. It's a one-point game as Herscher still leads over Plano 18-17.
So call on Plano under the basket.
And now coming in for Herscher. That's number 24, Chelsea Schwarzkopf. Schwarzkopf on the outside, over to Ahrens, who was also on the outside, passing it to Madison Orr putting that one in for 2 points. Again to Luke. Luke to Tierney. Tierney trying to fight around her guard. Luke tried to put it up. We're going to have a...
And that foul will be called on the ground, so no shot. Foul on, looked like, number 20 of Herscher, Tyra Ahrens.
Tierney now with the ball. Couldn't make that shot. Herscher again with another rebound. Ball goes to Ahrens. Ahrens to Hodgen. Tierney trying to pull the ball away there from Orr couldn't make that shot. Coming away with the ball now is Brady Gann. That was Phylactos to Tierney. Tierney sinking another three-pointer for Plano, tying the game up at 20.
That's her second. She has been on fire tonight around the line.
And we're going to see, I believe, our first time out of the game called by Herscher.
That'll be actually Plano calling that timeout. Seeing both coaches kind of stepped off the bench at the same time. Plano so far offensively has kind of gotten themselves back in this game, boosting up that accuracy. What do you think was going through their heads earlier in the game when they had a few air balls there?
Well, I think they just realized they needed to make a couple more, they needed to add more power to their shots and obviously find a space where they're confident from the line, either in the paint or from around the arc. And especially they have to make these shots when they're clear, because we've seen Herscher defense tonight. They've been on top of their game.
Exactly, and that height differential can be a huge key factor in some of these games. You see situations in which shorter teams that may be more experienced step out onto the line and just can't take on that physical factor that Herscher has.
And Herscher does indeed have the tallest player on the court right now. That's Nicole Johansson. And she's been making a number of rebounds herself, as we've been watching Herscher make a couple of rebounds throughout the night.
Both offensively and defensively has been dominating inside the box.
Ahrens working away with the ball now. To Hodgen. Hodgen across to Schwarzkopf. Schwarzkopf to Johansson. Shooting that for two, doesn't make it. That was Madison Orr.
And just the back left heel, I think that was. Got a little bit of the purple of out of bounds.
Kiana McGee working way down court with the ball now.
A little bit of a play change.
Riley Luke with the ball. We've seen her make a couple of good passes. She's had a couple of assists tonight and a couple of points of her own. Luke again with the ball, going to Tierney. Not Tierney, Phylactos. Back to Luke. McGee to Phylactos. Back to Luke, trying to find her way around Johansson.
And the passing weave, trying to find some space in this Herscher defense, which has been holding very steady.
Herscher's not been giving Plano a chance to budge at all. Plano's been working around the arc for the majority of this play right here and not really able to get down into the paint as McGee holds onto the ball. And ball now out on Plano.
Just bobbled by Raven Russell. Couldn't get the hand on it. And just barely tipped off the fingertips. Herscher ball.
Ball goes to Hodgen. Hodgen trying to work her way around her screen.
Great pass to avoid the double team.
Nicole Johansson not getting the two-pointer there. Oh, getting, pardon me. Luke now with the ball. It's McGee to Luke.
She moved her right foot a little bit when trying to make that hard plant for the 3-shot. Tough call to catch, but ref had eyes on.
We got a sub coming in. Shannon Tierney coming in for Plano. Ahrens with the ball. Johansson trying to put it up. Ball gets snatched away by Ashantik Jones. Plano with the ball, working it now, Shannon Tierney. Ball put all the way back across the court to McGee, to Tierney. McGee to Luke. Back to Tierney. Tierney trying to find her way around Johansson. Coming away with the ball, that's Raven Russell. Ball gets snatched away by Madison Orr. We're going to see jump ball call. About 50 seconds remain here in the half. 2-point game as Herscher leads 22-20 over Plano.
Saw Madison Orr with that steal. She's got a steal and a block tonight. And there's another one.
Very impressive coming from Herscher. Hodgen with the ball. Over to Orr. Back to Hodgen. Hodgen trying to put that one up for 3. Trying to work her way around Hodgen. That's Gann. Gann to Jones. Jones couldn't make that one. Trying to rebound that. That was Tierney drawing the Herscher foul. Tierney draining that first shot. 22-21. Reapers just down by 1 point. Tierney looking to tie it up with this shot. Bounce off the rim. Plano trying to come away with the rebound. Rebound made by Brady Gann. Can't make that, but that one was made by Ashantik Jones. 23-22. Reapers just gained a slight lead over Herscher.
A little bit of discussion on the sidelines. Not quite sure what the stoppage of play was about, but Herscher ball.
Orr with the ball. Herscher coming away with the rebound. That was Ahrens. Jones trying to fight away with the ball. Jump ball now called.
Been a very physical game. A lot of steals, both very defensive heavy teams.
Very impressive game to watch already just at the end of the second half. First half.
Well, it's so close too. There's so far been 2 lead changes.
5 seconds. 3 now on the clock as Tyra Ahrens couldn't make that shot.
Caught a little bit of the defense on her way up for the shot, so she'll have 2 at the line.
Ahrens couldn't make that first shot. Tigers still trail behind the Reapers by just 1 point. She could tie it up here though. Tying it up, that's Tyra Ahrens from Herscher. 3.2 seconds on the clock. Shot of desperation made, but falls right into the hands of Nicole Johansson. And at the end of the first half, the game is tied 23-23. Keep it right here on Fox Valley TV.
Real men know that getting tested is the way to take care of their families. That's why real men wear gowns. For a list of the tests you need, go to ahrq.gov.
No, what'd she say?
She said whatever.
No, she says that all the time.
What's that?
Hello? I'm on the phone.
Mom, I'm on the phone!
Hello? I'm on the phone.
Who's this? It's me. I'm on the phone. Mom.
Oh, you're on the phone.
All right.
Sorry.
Sorry. Anyway.
Who are you talking to? Kelly?
Mom.
All right.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Welcome back to Fox Valley TV. If you're just joining us, it's the beginning of the second half. The Herscher Lady Tigers are facing the Plano Lady Reapers at Plano, and the game is currently tied. And we've been seeing an exciting game of basketball here tonight. Evan, what do you think?
We have 23-23. Super exciting game. A lot of defensive carrying from both teams. A lot of rebounding is the key factor here. Both teams getting multiple opportunities when they're on the line. Can make for some exciting shots. A lot of blocks, a lot of steals for both teams. So far, pretty equal, and I don't expect that to change for the rest of the game.
It'll be really impressive, as we've seen both Herscher and Plano come away with a number of rebounds. Herscher's been pulling away and actually scoring off most of them, but we're going to have to see what Plano's been doing because they just managed to get back into it here at the end of the first half. And starting it off, that's Kiana McGee with the ball. Holding on to it now is Brady Gann. Back to McGee. Tyra Ahrens trying to block Kiana McGee. Doesn't do that. Trying to keep the ball alive. That was Riley Luke. Couldn't do that. It's going to be Herscher ball now. Ahrens with the ball, trying to get 2 points up for herself. Can't do that. Coming away with the ball. It's Luke. Over to Jones. To McGee. Tyra Ahrens trying to block McGee. Can't quite do that. Coming away, attempting to come away with the rebound. That was Hodgen. Hodgen with a good pass to Madison Orr. Orr being screened by McGee. Holding onto the ball. That's Schwarzkopf. Taking the ball a little out of bounds. Take a little step out. That was Madison Orr from Herscher.
Would expect Plano to go under the basket again. So far, the last 2 times they've tried to drive underneath and get that little layup, I guess. But both times they ran into Johansson and from Herscher and didn't work out.
Not at all. Johansson's a very impressive defensive player, putting that ball up for Plano. Couldn't make it, though. That was Shannon Tierney.
So, unfortunately, McGee for the Lady Reapers, unable to save it. Herscher ball.
Bringing the ball into court. That's Tyra Ahrens. Schwarzkopf with the ball. Back to Ahrens. Very confident player from outside the three-point arc, puts it over to Madison Orr. And scoring that point was Hodgins. Bringing the ball, driving up lane. That's number 3, Brady Gann. Can't quite make that. Coming away with the rebound was Herscher. Doing a great job blocking that shot. That's Kiana McGee. However, it will be Herscher ball as McGee knocked it out. Ahrens from the three-point line. Can't make that. Sending the ball down court. That was Jones putting the ball up for 2 points. The ball eventually falls in. That's Kiana McGee.
Easy layups. You need to be able to make those if you're going to find yourself staying in this game.
And with that, both teams have scored 2 points up to this point, and game's tied again, 25-25. Ball out on Herscher.
Johansson just not able to get that pass, which came screaming into the center. But you can tell Herscher's a little bit in panic mode. A lot of those way long, deep passes. And then, a few mistakes here and there like that one.
Mistakes we made, especially during a game of basketball like this. Gann with the ball now. Gann trying to work her way around. Nice bounce pass to Tierney. Ball gets knocked out. Herscher going to have possession now. Five and a half minutes remain here in the third period.
We see the return of that Plano full court press that we saw earlier in the game.
Plano's definitely going to need to keep that up if they're going to want to keep on the board. With the assist by Johansson, that ball went in by Madison Orr. McGee with the ball to Luke. Luke working away on the outside, handing the ball off to Brady Gann. Brady Gann working away around the outside. Kiana McGee now. Tyra Ahrens doing a good job screening McGee. Ball gets knocked out.
Looks like there's a little bit of a slip there. They caught a soft spot in the floor. But unfortunately for Plano, winds up out of bounds, Herscher ball.
Ahrens putting the ball across court to Schwarzkopf. Schwarzkopf being blocked by Kiana McGee. Ball goes across the courts to Aaron. Holding onto the ball, that's Hodgen. Hodgen trying to put the ball up, can't quite do that. Ahrens trying to make the rebound. Couldn't make that either. Ball goes out. And it's going to be Herscher ball.
And a push called on number 32 of Plano, Shannon Tierney.
That's going to be the first of the half for Plano. Coming away with the ball, bringing it down into Herscher's court. That's Tierney. Tierney with a fake pass. Looking for someone to pass it to. Ref's going to make a call here.
And that call is on Johansson for the reach-in. That'll be her second, team's first of the half.
About 4 minutes 20 remain here in the third period. Herscher has a 2-point lead over Plano, 27-25. Coming in right away to try to get that ball away. That was Elise Hodgen, but coming away with the ball is for Plano, Riley Luke. To Brady Gann. Brady Gann trying to find a way in the lane. Can't do that, being blocked up by Hodgen. Hodgen doing a great job defending tonight, too. As Luke passes the ball to Tierney. Tierney can't quite get the ball to fall in with a rebound. That was Ahrens.
So jump ball. And it'll be Herscher ball.
Coming in for Plano, that's number 24, Dimitra Phylactos.
Once again, we see the Plano face guard full court press.
Here we see Hodgen working her way down court, passing the ball over. Getting snatched up again by Jones, picking the ball up. Jones knocked it off her foot. That was Phylactos. Phylactos to Tierney. Tierney to Luke. Luke to Gann. Gann trying to put that one up for three. Goes right over the backboard into the hands of Aaron from Herscher.
Who had a very uncontested rebound. Seemed like she could look into the future, know where the ball was going to be.
She was wide open as she grabbed that rebound. Ball goes back to Aaron. Aaron trying to work her way in the lane. Running right into Plano defense. Going to be...
She's kind of pushed out of the way while going up. So she'll get two shots. That foul on number 24 of the Lady Reapers. Phylactos. That'll be her first. And Plano's second of the half.
And Ahrens couldn't make that first shot. What we've seen is a confident shooter tonight. She's made a number of points. 6 to be exact. She just couldn't make her first one, or that she made the second one. 7 points on the board for her. She's been a rather active player both inside the lane and out on the three-point line.
She stepped out a few times, unfortunately only making one, but she has been known to be dangerous from around the arc.
Coming away with the ball, that's Dimitra Phylactos. Phylactos trying to work her way around the arc. Gann trying to work her way in, getting blocked by both. Oh, go on.
Oh, I'm sorry, it just looked like, I guess they're calling a foul on number 30 for Yes, number 30 for the Herscher Tigers, Hodgen. Herscher's second of the half.
While trying to put the ball in play, couldn't do that as Outsum was doing a stellar job blocking. She tried to put the ball between her legs, couldn't do that.
28-25, Herscher's somewhat of a dominant lead for the most part. It's been cut to a tie and then now 3.
Russell with the ball, putting it over to Tierney. Tierney trying to find a way around Johansson. Gann with the ball, calling for a change of formation, putting the ball over to Phylactos. Back to Tierney. Plano's just trying to take their time to analyze the situation, trying to find their way into the paint. And if they have a confident player who likes to step out, they'll try to pass them to her if she's wide open. Phylactos putting the ball over to Russell. Got to be careful reaching in there. That's Madison Orr trying to reach in. Pulling away with the ball, trying to put it up for 2 points. Coming away with the rebound, looks like Herscher. But that will be
jump ball, Plano ball. Luke had a smart move, realized the danger and went in to go try to get the steal.
Well, from the outside the 3-point arc, just a little bouncing off the bucket. Aaron's coming away with that rebound. Looks like she's going to drive her way through the paint. Ball bounces off the backboard, off the rim. Aaron's with the assist, and coming away with that shot was Johansson. 1:40 remaining on the clock in the third period. 5-point lead. Herscher over Plano, 30-25. Holding onto the ball, it's Brady Gann. Ball gets knocked out. And coming back in for Plano is number 11, Ashanti Jones.
Plano struggling to find some space.
Got to get out of there sooner or later. Ashanti Jones from the 3-point line bounces off the rim into the hands of Aaron again. Aaron trying to put that one up. Once again, bounces off the rim, makes her own rebound, can't put that one up. Hodgen trying to put it up again. Ball just shy of the net for Herscher right there.
And she'll be fouled by what looked like 11 from the Reapers, so that was Jones. Will pick up her second and Plano's third of the half.
Couldn't quite make that shot. Hodgen's gonna sit up, try again. And coming in for the Reapers again is number 10, Kiana McGee. Hodgen puts the ball up, in and out of the rim. Raven Russell coming away with the ball. Brings it down into Herscher's court. Jones worked her way into the paint, being forced out, passing it over to Phylactos. Phylactos couldn't make that shot. A little pressure being put on Hodgen. She eventually pulls away from Plano's defense down into their court. Aaron trying to put it up for 2 points. She drains that. It's nothing but net for Aaron.
Oh, the finger roll with a whole lot of finesse.
Shot was a thing of art.
Very much so. So if I'm correct, the inbound pass, Jones stepped over the line while inbounding, so it'll be Herscher ball.
Coming away with the ball from Plano, that was Phylactos knocking it out again. Herscher ball.
So she'll get the steal, but also lost control of it.
Got to make sure when you're coming in for a steal like that, you have total control or at least confidence over what you're doing. It's going to be a foul on Madison Orr of Herscher.
So that'll be her second. Herscher's third. And a little bit of confusion on what the referee is calling.
40 seconds now on the clock in the third period. Ball gets put out to the arc. McGee holding onto it, passing it to Phylactos. Phylactos can't get it. Herscher trying to come away with a rebound. Johansson had control over it, but eventually coming away with it. That's Hodgen. Hodgen losing control of that one.
There was a quick hand in there by Jones from Plano.
Good job on the ref to catch that one, but a little unfortunate for Plano. 32-25. Herscher still leads over the Reapers. That shot just barely missed it. Russell bringing it down for Plano, showing off a bit of speed, loses control of the ball into the hands of Hodgins, but the ball now putting it over to Outsen. To Orr, back to Hodgen. Hodgen trying to find a way around Plano defense. Kind of gets caught up there and blocked. Gann with the ball, trying to put it up out of desperation. Very shy of the net. And at the end of the third period, the Herscher Lady Tigers are ahead of the Plano Lady Reapers 32-25. We're going to go to break. Keep it here on Fox Valley TV.
Real men know that getting tested is the way to take care of their families. That's why real men wear gowns. For a list of the tests you need, go to ahrq.gov.
No, what'd she say?
She said whatever.
No, she says that all the time.
What's that?
Hello? I'm on the phone.
Mom, I'm on the phone!
Hello? I'm on the phone.
Who's this? It's me. I'm on the phone. Mom.
Oh, you're on the phone.
All right.
Sorry.
Sorry. Anyway.
Who are you talking to? Kelly?
Mom.
All right.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Welcome back to Fox Valley TV, and you're about to watch the fourth and final period of the game unfurl. The Plano Lady Reapers playing the Herscher Lady Tigers, and alongside me tonight is Evan Wiseman.
Well, Tom, we've been watching a very exciting game, but so far that third period definitely could be called a Herscher's period. They dominated so far on defense all game, but they really stepped up offensively in the third, and with a lot of very sweet shots being led by a few different players, but the main one to talk about has to be Aarons, who has that 1-3 but has played inside, switched up her style a little bit. We saw a few shots there that just had a lot of finesse. She's able to get the ball into the basket no matter what the situation. And she's going to be the main scorer for this team, probably for this fourth period as well.
I would agree. And another player to look out for, and she scored 8 points for Plano at least, is number 32, Shannon Tierney. She's on the court right now trying to block, or couldn't do that, or couldn't make the shot. Herscher possession with the ball. A three-pointer from downtown made by number 22. That was Haley Outsen making that one.
Her first shot of the game is a three that fell very nicely.
Trying to find a person to pass it to. That's Brady Gann putting it over to McGee. McGee just trying to keep control of that ball. A lot of ball fumbling going around here, pulling away with the ball now. It seems as Madison Orr, she brings it down into Plano's court. The ref's going to be calling a traveling call now.
Landed on both feet and kind of fell forward to catch herself. So she'll be called in that, what can only really be called a scrap for the ball.
There's really no better way to call it. That was indeed a scrap. I'm surprised the ref made a call out of that one.
There are a few elbows thrown. Definitely refs are going to let them figure that one out on their own.
Shannon Tierney trying to put up 2 points, and that's another 2 points for Shannon Tierney. She scored 10 points with that one for Plano's team. Plano now 27, still losing the Herscher Tigers 35, but there's still plenty of game left for something to happen from Plano. More ball wrestling going on here. We're going to be calling jump ball.
Plano bench yelling for a timeout.
After that scuffle, Plano's going to be coming away with the ball.
So the possession arrow will flip once again. A lot of jump balls in this game.
McGee putting the ball over to Brady Gann. Trying to get around Hodgins. She couldn't quite do it. Ball's gonna go out in Plano.
Ball just falling off the fingertips of Luke for Plano. So Herscher ball.
And ball's gonna go out again, this time
Off McGee, who snuck a hand in there to get the block. He's able to knock it away from Outson.
Got to be careful if you're blocking. You have a player there to get it, or you have control. That shot went in. The assist was made by Aaron. That was Johansson who made that shot for 2 points. Herscher leading by 10 points over Plano, 37-27. Shannon Tierney with the ball. Fake out pass to Jones. Holding onto the ball now is McGee.
Big lob.
Very nice catch. Outson almost got in the way of Gann there. Three-pointer put up by Luke, bounces off the rim, rebound by Aaron. Aaron again showing off another rebound for Herscher, putting that shot up, bounces out. Well, coming away with the rebound and the 2 points, that's Madison Orr. 39-27, Herscher over Plano.
So a grabbing call on number 22 of Herscher. So it was Outson. We'll pick up her first and Herscher's fourth.
Ball gets put in. Ball tries to get put up and it falls in for Ashante Jones. Plano back scoring again. 4 points this period compared to 2 points last period. They're trying to do something to rally against Herscher. Ball goes into the hands of Hodgin. Hodgin working her way past McGee and Gann. Looking like she's going to shoot it. That's Outson. Passes it actually over to Orr. Orr to Aaron. Aaron taking her time, passing it back to Outson. Picking up the screen is Riley Luke. Ball goes up by Orr. Orr bounces that off the rim and it's going to go out on Herscher.
And a few fresh feet coming in for Plano. Number 24, Chelsea Schwarzkopf. Oh, I'm sorry. Number 24, Phylactos for Plano.
Well, here we see McGee with the ball. Aaron just staring McGee down. Aaron just wants the ball. Can't quite grab it away. McGee comes away with it. Jones trying to shoot it. Doesn't make it. Ref's going to make another call here.
That one on 34 for the block. Herscher's Orr picked up her third foul.
About 4.5 minutes remain here in the game. 10-point deficit between both Herscher and Plano as Jones tried to make that shot.
Herscher bringing in some strong defenders off the bench, trying to hold on to the lead.
Jones makes that second shot though. Trying to put some wind back into the sails of Plano. Aaron working her way around Phylactos, using a lot of fancy footwork, passes the ball to Outson. Outson trying to find her way in the lane, pushes it over to Goitia. Goitia couldn't make that shot. And ball's going out on Herscher.
Just off the fingertips of Johansson. I'm guessing that's what the ref saw. Plano ball.
Well, we're going the other way now. Once again, Aren's trying to get the ball away from McGee. Holding onto the ball, that's Raven Russell, surprisingly trying to get around Johansson from Herscher.
And a very strategic timeout from the Plano bench.
They're only taking a 30-second timeout, and it's, well, a 9-point lead Herscher has over Plano, and you bet that Plano's coach is going to be giving them a bit of a pep talk, and also what they're going to have to be doing to rally against Herscher.
Well, they've already come back from one lead that Herscher had in that first period, but right now, you know, we do see a tired Plano who's been running up and down the court trying to get around from these big, long lob passes that Herscher likes to throw. And when it comes to kind of a, I guess, panicked is one way to call it, form of offense, Plano's been keeping up for the most part, but it's got to be wearing down on some of their endurance factor.
They've definitely got to keep it up, though, because it's only a 9-point deficit. Plano can still make something. There's only 4 minutes remaining. Phylactos trying to put that shot up, couldn't do that. Arendz coming away with the rebound. Gonna be a blocking call now.
It's the third blocked shot that Johansson's picked up. She's playing great defensive ball.
Arendz now with the ball.
There's that hectic passing from Herscher.
Ball just barely goes out, just by a 1/4 inch on Herscher. Gonna be Plano ball now.
Referee's definitely letting the girls play. A lot of pushing and shoving in the basket.
Well, McGee now with the ball to Tierney. Tierney, a nice scorer from Plano. Definitely made a couple of shots throughout the game. Ball now in the hands of McGee. McGee putting it over to Luke with the rebound from Plano. Couldn't quite put that one up as it was taken away by Johansson. Coming away with that steal, though, that was Luke. Luke working away on the outside, putting it over to Tierney. Tierney again for 3 points, can't quite get that. Tierney with their own rebound, trying to get around Johansson. Quite a challenge to do, can't get that. Johansson with the rebound, snatching that one away from Johansson was Tierney, but it's going to be Herscher ball.
We'll see another full court press. Plano really wants to get this ball back.
About 3 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Plano still has a 9-point deficit. They got to catch up to Herscher if they want to keep the morale up.
So McGee's going to pick up an off-ball push. That is Plano's 5th of the half. So they've already picked up 5 fouls.
Well, trying to get around Jones. Well, I was going to say trying to get around Jones was Gabrielle Gauthier. She couldn't quite do that as ref made a call now.
I believe it was on Jones, and it will be.
It will be on Jones.
So she'll pick up her 3rd, Plano's 6th.
Well, Orr getting ready to put in the ball for Herscher. Ball goes to Arendz. Ball gonna be caught up by McGee.
So they're gonna call him, I guess, McGee for that reach in.
Refs are definitely having none of it tonight.
I guess there's a little bit confusion on what the foul was. The foul will stand.
Well, we see Arendz from the charity line now, making that free throw.
I guess I didn't quite see the officials' motions, but I guess a technical was called.
I guess so. I
mean, McGee at some point.
I didn't quite see what happened, but it was indeed a technical. Arendz only making one of those shots. 10-point deficit now. Herscher Tigers over the Lady Reapers, 40-30. Arendz coming away with that ball now. Brady Gans staying with Arendz steady pace.
And that call most likely on Jones, who will pick up her 4th and the 7th.
Getting into the danger zone both Jones and McGee, both players have 4 fouls for Plano, or 4 fouls apiece for.
Jones has had an amazing defensive game with 3 steals, 2 blocks. And even on the other end, she's got a 3-pointer. You know, she's able to step out and toss it over Johansson, which, you know, no one on Plano has really been able to do.
It's
all
very
game.
impressive. Johansson's not a short player by all means. She's the tallest one on the court. As Outson puts up that second shot, doesn't go in, but she scored her first one. It's 30-41. Herscher still in the lead. Tierney now with the ball. From the 3-point line, that was nothing but net from downtown. That was number 11, Ashanti Jones. 33-41. Plano still trails behind Herscher. Outson getting around Jones.
The full court press making Herscher throw some pretty panicked passes.
Herscher's offense must be getting tired of all these wild and crazy passes.
Well, Plano has not made it easy on them for sure.
About 2.5 minutes remain here in the game. Plano still trails behind by about 8 points. Herscher leads 41-33 as McGee has the ball, putting it over to Brady Gann to Shannon Tierney. Tierney trying to put it up for 3, bounces on the rim into the hands of Jones. Jones can get the ball. Herscher comes away with it, bringing the ball down court now. That's Madison Orr. Herscher, Plano defense just not letting up. Got to be careful though. That's Jones blocking, and well, she has 4 fouls, 1 more.
And a reach in on number 3, I believe that was, Gann for Plano. So that'll be Plano's 9th foul?
That is Plano's 9th foul now, and that was Brady Gann's first of the game. Aren again from the free throw line. She's only made a handful of shots tonight. Sinks that one. 42-33. Herscher in the lead. Aren puts up the second one, bounces off the rim. Brady Gann coming away with it, driving down court. Putting it over to McGee. McGee from the 3-point line to Jones. Jones putting that up for 3. Couldn't quite make it, just a little short, trying to keep it alive. Keeps it alive. That's Shannon Tierney putting it over to Outson, though.
Tierney was able to get it out of the hands of Outston, but ball bounced out of bounds, so it'll stay Herscher ball.
Aren with the ball now. Cone downtown with the ball. That's Hodgen. To Aren. Aren's with the assist to Johansson. 44-33. Herscher Tigers still over Plano. 1 minute 20 remaining in the game. Shannon Tierney trying to find a way around Nicole Johansson. Can't quite do that. Pressing around now, driving up lane, putting the ball off the backboard and into the hands of Nicole Johansson again with the rebound.
You've got to be impressed by Gann's ability to drive around some pretty strong Herscher defenders, but man, that's a hard shot.
That was definitely a hard shot, but that was Kiana McGee coming away with 2 points now for Plano. 57 seconds remain in the fourth as there is a timeout now.
So Plano called it. Strategery in place here, trying to get back in this game. 9-point ball game. It has been very close. Plano's gotten back a few times. We've seen them, but their offense has struggled with making shots against Herscher's strong defense, and unfortunately for Plano, they've racked up a few fouls as well.
Yeah, the ref's been calling them out a couple of times. 2 of their strongest players, they've been in and out of the game throughout the consistency of it. Both Kiana McGee and Ashanti Jones racking up 4 fouls.
We see Herscher, though, driving and making these kind of hectic passes, keeping Plano almost on the backs of their feet, kind of trying to stumble and get back into it a lot of the times on defense, and that's been the difference in this game.
Plano's definitely been on their feet all night. It's just they can't find their way around Herscher defense. That's Outson of the ball being now passing it to Hodgen.
And as Hodgen goes to the ground, That call is on number 3 of the Lady Reapers. That's Gann. She picks up her second. And that's going to be the 10th foul for the Lady Reapers. So 2 shots for Hodgkin of Herscher.
And now coming in for Plano, number 11, Ashantic Jones. And leaving for Plano, that's Raven Russell. Well, 10-point deficit now.
Great rebound by Jones.
45 seconds now left in the game. Ball stolen right away by Outson.
Comes out of nowhere.
Trying to find her way around Plano defense. Ball's gonna go out on Plano though. McGee took it just outside into the purple marking of out of bounds. No, ball's actually out on Herscher.
Well, I guess I thought there was going to be I think there was a foul there. 34 of Herscher picked up that one. That's Orr's, so she'll have her 4th.
A lot of fouls definitely racked up. And
well, it's been a very physical game, and refs have really called a majority of any contact.
well, here comes McGee with the ball, putting it over to Gann. Gann trying to put it up for 3, can't do that. Somebody trying to come away with the rebound, but ball's going to be out on Plano. 17.8 seconds remain here in the 4th.
Looks like it's going to be a Herscher Tigers victory.
Well, here we see Hodgkin with the ball, trying to get the ball away. That's McGee and Gann. Ball goes to Aren, back to Outsen. Outsen to Hodgkin. I believe Herscher is just going to let the clock run out as 1 second is now on the clock, and that's it. One last shot made by Aren, not in. Well, that's the game here. Herscher Lady Tigers triumphing over the Plano Lady Reapers, 45-35. It was quite a doozy of a game.
Has been a lot of scraping on the floor, trying to get loose balls, a lot of rebounds that ended up being dang near fistfights, I guess. Not really
so.
fistfights, but
No.
a lot of physical play in the paint, a lot of elbows, getting thrown, a lot of contact. And both teams kind of came out of it calm, cool, and collected, so you got to credit them for that.
You saw a great show of sportsmanship there. No harm, no foul against both teams. Refs definitely had a major part of that game there at the end, but
very much so. But Herscher's offense is what definitely did it for him, and the offensive rebounding mainly.
it was really impressive to see that offensive rebound and defensive rebound coming from Herscher. But that's all the time we have here from Fox Valley TV tonight. Our credits go out to our cameramen, Don Ottman and Victor Mejia, our producer, Mike Reynolds, and alongside me tonight is Evan Wiseman, and I'm Tom Molding from Fox Valley TV.